Now that all of the old echoes has been eliminated, it is time to talk about whose era today's NBA belongs to. So you know what that means. Things are about to get a little bit spicy, baby. Now, as you all know, 5 teams left. Let's look at them. First, we have the Knicks, who is led by 29 years old Jalen Brunson. They're in the conference finals. Congratulations. It's been a while since the Knicks won something. I believe it was the 70s. Goddamn. Next up, we have Cleveland and Detroit. At this very moment, Cleveland leads the series 3-2, led by 29 years old Donovan Mitchell. So I believe it's going to be Cleveland and the Knicks in the Eastern Conference Finals. All right, next up, the Spurs and the Timberwolves. At this very moment, the Spurs are leading the series 3-2. And I have every reason to believe that they are going to win. Why I believe that? Last game, Timberwolves 97, Spurs 126. But get this, Anthony Edwards is also what, 29? I think he's younger than that, to be honest with you. Let's see, Anthony Edwards, where he at? Right here. Anthony is 24. Yeah, 24 years old and already is playing for a conference finals. So that is great. Okay, and if you look at the Spurs, Victor is what, 22? 22 years old. No one over 30 so far, huh? All right, next up, you have OKC, led by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And he is, how old is he? Shai is 24, huh? 27, so not even 30. All right, so they're looking to face the winner between the Timberwolves and the Spurs. Now, if it's the Spurs, it would be OKC and the Spurs, Victor and Shai. I believe OKC can win that game, but I would not be shocked if the Spurs win it. Okay, if the Spurs get over that of OKC, the Spurs will win a title. That's how I feel. I don't think the Knicks can take on the Spurs in the finals. That's how I feel. So right now you have all of this young talent, no one over 30. The only person out of all of them who have won a championship is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Okay, so right now within his era, he is already dominating. Get this, if he wins another title, he will have 2. So that would imply that it is his era. I'm sorry. If Shai wins another title, back to back, by the way, something that is hard to do these nowadays, he will be the GOAT of his generation. See, that is how you're supposed to say it. The GOAT of his generation. Right now, these people out here, they're trying to make players GOATs, and they're nowhere near being a GOAT, i.e. my boy LBJ. But Shai has what it takes to lead this league for the next, I would say, 5 years or so. That will put him like at the 10-year mark, right? And he may can win about 3 titles, maybe even 4. Who knows? But he does have a head start over all of these other players, right? And don't get me wrong, I wish my man Brandon Ingram was somewhere in this conversation, but hopefully one day. You know, he's my favorite player. But we have to give credit when it's due. You have Shai, who has ran through the Suns and the Lakers. And if he runs through the Spurs and the Knicks, hey, that is what I call domination. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, think about it. You have a player who many people saw his talent the moment that he came into the league. You can ask my friend. I said it. I said, look, that boy is going to be something special. People probably did not have these expectations for Shai because he came in the league when you had a LeBron James. You know, you have Giannis, you have a Steph Curry or a Seth Curry. That's how you say it. I'm sorry about saying his name wrong, you guys. It's just down here in my hood, we call him Seth Curry. You know what I'm saying? So that's like my neighborhood talk, you know, the slang, what we called him, because the boy was tight. All right. He was cold. So we was like, hey, you got to give him something a little bit more cooler than that. So I'm sorry about saying his name wrong, but Seth Curry. Right. So Seth Curry. Stephen Curry. So basically, you have all of those players who were in the beginning of Shai's career. But if you ask me, Shai has been more dependable. He has been more on point. He has been more active than a lot of these players, right? Which is why he is reaping the benefits. All right. So with that being said, Shai is primed to take over this league. Now, I'm not saying that he is going to win every championship. I'm pretty sure sooner or later, the Knicks with Jalen Brunson will win one. Okay. Cleveland, if they keep on grinding, they may win one with Donovan Mitchell. And Minnesota, Anthony Edwards, he is great in my opinion. And the Spurs, trust me, the Spurs is going to win one day. Victor is too dominating when it comes down to dunking. That's how I said you can't even do nothing with the boy. The boy too goddamn tall. What you gonna do? Nothing. All right, so sooner or later, all of these young talented players are going to win a championship. But I do believe at this very moment, all of them is chasing Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. It's that plain, it's that simple. All right. And I cannot wait to see how all of this turns out. I hope that it's all entertaining as it's been, since a certain person got eliminated. And speaking of that, it's so fun now to talk about the NBA and all of his talents, because you can't simply focus on one player. Even though I just praised Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, all of these guys are great. Okay, so I would not be shocked if they do upset. Okay, so that is great about the NBA, right? You have someone who can win it back to back, then they may not win it for 2 years or something, and someone else will win it, and someone else will win it. I feel like fans like me, we like that idea. Okay, instead of seeing the same teams in the finals, it may be a la carte, right? You don't know what you're going to get. All right, so I like that. The NBA feels so exciting right now. Maybe the future is bright. You know what I'm saying? When the news coverage can get around to all of these great players, maybe, just maybe. Make sure you hype, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you like. And always remember, let the bon temps roule. That means let the good times roll. But in the comments below, let me know, who do you believe is going to take it all? Is it going to be a repeat for OKC, or is the Knicks going to upset them, or the Spurs? Who knows? Who knows? That is what's great. Let me know in the comments below.